Hey you guys, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today we're going to be continuing part 2 of our video series making this crafter square mouse. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in, and for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. So where we left off, we have our body here, our little mouse body. We've got the we have our 6 stitches left on here. We have some of this pink. I thought that we were going to do it separate, but I forgot to read that you have to keep crocheting into step 4 to the head. If that happens to you, it's not a big deal, but one way to know is that if the last row is row 13 and then it says, oh, row 14, you should automatically know that it's going to continue on to the next step. If it starts out as row 1, there's row 1, it means it's a separate thing and you can finish off the last step. So we're going to go continue on row 14, which is 6 stitches plus 6 more, which means that we are going to do the increasing stitch here every stitch. So I'm going to go in here. I don't have this marked off because we do have that color change. I know what our last stitch is, which is this white one here. Very easy to see. I'm going to yarn over, pull through the loop, and now I can start my single crochet stitches. So I'm going to go into the next stitch. While I'm doing this, you guys, I am also going to tuck this in. This is a lot of yarn to have out. So if you watched my part 1, I suggest going to watch it, but I'm going to show you again how I tuck this in. So I'm going to stick the needle into the next stitch, and as I do that, I'm going to keep this yarn here right on top of the needle like so, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over again, and pull through both loops so I have it tucked away. I'm going to keep on doing this for 5 more stitches, and then we're going to slip knot the whole thing. So 5 more single crochet stitches. You guys, if there's anything in these videos that you would like for me to do over because either I went too fast or you didn't quite understand it, please feel free to message me, leave a comment below. You know, again, after experience, you do end up flying, and you know, it's been so long since I've started to crochet. I crocheted when I was in elementary school. So maybe 5th grade, maybe 4th grade, and I remember because my best friend and I, after we learned how to crochet, we would start making bracelets and selling them and stuff. So I don't remember how hard it is to start off and how slow I used to go. You know, what would take me forever now takes me, you know, only a few hours, if that. So let me just count back and see if I have, oh, I forgot to increase. I'm busy talking and I didn't increase. Alright, sorry you guys, I'm already screwing up. Alright, I'm just gonna unravel this to the first crochet stitch that I did. Alright, at least now this time I can pay attention to my count and not talk. Okay, so we did the first crochet stitch. To increase the stitch, you stick it back into the same stitch that you just made that single crochet stitch with. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over again, pull through 2 loops. So now you have, easy to see, 2 stitches into this 1 stitch, and I'm going to keep on doing this till I have 12 in total. So another way to track that is now we're going to count 3, increase it, 4, 5, 5, increase it, 6, 7, increase it, 8, 9, increase it, 10, then 11, increase it, 12. Okay, we have our 12 stitches. I'm going to count back and we're going to slip stitch to the 12 stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Stick it into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through the last loop. And there you have 12 stitches. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and mark this up. We have our different color yarn, so we can easily tell the difference between the two. Stick it through here. Now I'm going to fish this yarn through this stitch. Pull one end all the way through the other side. And you have your marker. We're going to chain one and we're going to get ready for the next row. Chain one. There you go. Okay, we did our color change. It's amazing. We're gonna have to stuff this. This is such a long way to go to the end tips of the feet, and it's so narrow. We're definitely gonna have to like use the needle to jam the stuffing in there. Okay, so for row 15 we have 12 stitches, and oh my gosh, they want you to increase 12 stitches. So like we did before, we're going to do 12 stitches and increase in each stitch. Once we get to the bigger numbers, I freak out because the larger the number, the easier it is to lose your stitches if you miscount or anything. Okay, so we're going to stick the needle into the next stitch. We're going to do the same thing. Single crochet. I am still wrapping this pink so that it's not just hanging out inside the body there. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now we're going to increase it, stick it into the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now we have 2 stitches. 10 more to go, you guys. I'm just going to count the stitches this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Huh, did I miss a stitch? That's not good. Okay, let's count back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I must have... It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. I must have missed something. Maybe I didn't count the first one. Oh, play back that video. Alright, so I should have 22 at this point, and then I have one more stitch left to make 24. So let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah. I must have missed counting the first one or something, but I have 22. So let's do the last stitch and we should have 24 stitches. The power of counting. See, like I said, you can easily lose the number of stitches when it gets too much. But rest assured, you could always undo, you can always recount, you know. And that's why I like crocheting and knitting, because you know, it's easy to make a mistake, but it's easy to fix it. Okay. So now that I have 24, let's count back 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Slip it into the 24th stitch. Oh my gosh, and I just lost it, and that's fine. I'm just gonna add more time to this video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Jeez, don't lose it this time. Yeah, so the problem also when you do tight stitches, especially if it's a light color or even a dark color, it gets harder to see where the stitches are. So I'm doing a slip stitch, stick in the needle, pull up a loop, and pull through the next loop. So we got our 24 stitches, and I'm going to again feed this in here, mark off the last stitch we made, and so now we're able to move on to the next row, which is row 16, where we're gonna have to do 24 stitches plus 2. So let's count off how many stitches they want you to do before you increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So pretty much half. So going to take a short break. I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do row 16, and we're gonna do a total of 26 stitches. Okay, so let's do 12 single crochet stitches, increase, and then another 12 single crochet stitches. Chain 1, and let's do 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, increase in the same stitch, and then another 12, and we're going to increase. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, remove the marker, and increase 1 stitch. Okay, so now we should have 22. Let's count back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. We're going to slip stitch this, stick it in the 26th stitch, yarn over, pull through all loops. And then we're going to mark off our last stitch. So then we're going to be doing rows 17 through 19. And we're just doing straight up 26 stitches for the 3 rows. So that's pretty straightforward. So I'm just going to quickly do 26 single crochet stitches. And on your end, you can do the same. So before I do that, chain 1 and then 26 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Remove the marker. Let's count back 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Slip knot. And we're going to put our marker we're going to stick it through the last stitch we made. And we're going to do row 18. Row 18 has 26 stitches. Chain 1 and 26 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. Remove the marker. Count back 26 and we're going to do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay. Also guys, when you make your stitches tighter, you're more tense on the needle, and it's gonna make your hand hurt more if you haven't noticed already. So if your hand hurts and you haven't been crocheting for hours, it's probably because you are holding your needle way too tight and you just have to loosen up. So we're going to slip stitch this, yarn over, pull up through all the loops, and then we're going to mark off where we left off. And then we're going to do one more round of 26 and do row 19. Okay, be right back. Okay, so before we do that, we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to do 26 stitches, single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I might have missed something here. 25. Let me just double check my counting now. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I guess I must have miscounted or something, because 26 is right here. I'm going to slip stitch this. So, and I'm going to mark off where we did our last stitch. And guys, after so many rows, sometimes I think, at least for me, I get delusional. I don't know where I missed a stitch. I thought I was counting the right numbers, but it was short one, and then when I recounted, the stitches are all there, so who knows what happened there. Alright, so for row 20 now, we have to do 26 stitches, decrease 2. So let's find the 20th row. We're going to see how many stitches it takes before they decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So at the 12th one, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. At the another 12, we decrease again, and we'll end up with 24 stitches. nearing the end of this white. I'm hoping that it lasts us. I mean, I guess I could go tighter, but any tighter, and I don't want to give myself a headache, because like I said, the tighter it is, the worse it gets to just crocheting comfortably. So I chained one, now I'm going to do 12. On the 12th one, I'm going to decrease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, decrease, stick it through the next stitch, pull up another loop, and then draw through all loops. You have your 12. We're going to do another 12 and decrease on the 12th stitch. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then let's decrease. 1, 2, pull the marker out, yarn over, draw through 3 loops, then we count back 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, stick it in the 24th stitch, yarn over and draw through all loops. Then we're going to mark off where we put our last stitch. And then we're going to move on to row 21. Row 21 is 24 stitches minus 6. So we're going to find out where they want us to subtract that from. Okay. So let's see where they have us decrease 6 stitches on row 21. 1, 2, 3, decrease, 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 1, 2, 3, decrease. So every third stitch we're going to decrease. And so we should end up with 18 stitches. So yarn 1. Pull up a chain, then we're going to do 2 single crochet stitches and decrease on the third one. One, 2, 3, decrease, put in the next stitch, pull up the yarn, and draw through all loops. 1, 2, 3, decrease, 1, go into the next stitch, 2, yarn over, pull through all stitches, again, 1, 2, decrease, stick it in the stitch, pull up a loop, stick into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, draw through all 3 loops, and again, 1, 2, decrease, 1, 2, draw through all 3 loops, again, 1, 2, decrease, first stitch, second stitch, and draw through all 3. Okay, 1, 2, and then decrease, stick it through the first stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, stick it through the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, you can remove the marker, yarn over, and draw through all 3 loops. So you should have 18 now. Let's count back 18 and do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Guys, if you are a beginner, when I was learning how to crochet, my aunt had me do like X number of chains, a really long chain, and I had to learn how to do a chain over and over and over again. And then once I got that down, and they were uniform, not just that I did the stitch, but she made me like do it to where they were uniform, and I would have to undo it and redo it if it wasn't uniform. And then after I had done that, she would teach me the single crochet stitch, and then I would have to learn how to do that and do it over and over again, make it uniform, again remove it if it wasn't, and then we'd move up the stitch. There's single crochet stitch, there's a half stitch, there's a double crochet stitch, there's a treble or triple or treble, I forget what it's called, but triple crochet stitch. So, I would just do it's like writing your alphabet when you're learning. Like, the more you do, the better you'll become at it. So all of this really is fairly easy. It's just deciphering the code, aka being able to understand the instructions, will be just the main issue. And if it's not an issue, it's smooth sailing. Okay, so row 22, we have 18 stitches. We have to minus 6, so we'll end up with 12, and I'm guessing every 3 or every 2. Let's see, row 22. Let's see, 1, 2, decrease, 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 1, 2, decrease. So every second one. This is where it's going to get fun. But this body's coming along. It's kind of cute already. It's going to be, like I said, a pain in the butt to stuff all that stuffing in that tiny little hole, but we're going to figure it out. So chain 1, and let's do 1 single crochet, 1 single crochet, and then we're going to decrease. 1, 2, pull through all loops, again, single crochet, then decrease, 1, 2, draw through all loops, single crochet, decrease, 1, 2, draw through all 3 loops, single crochet, 1, then decrease, 1, 2, draw through all 3 loops, again single crochet, 1, decrease, 1, 2, draw through all 3 loops, single crochet, 1, and then decrease, 1, 2, remove the marker, yarn over, draw through all 3 loops, and we should have 12. Let's count back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's double check because I feel like I have an extra one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Nope. Then we yarn over, slip knot, draw through all loops, and then we're going to go and mark up the last stitch. And then we're going to move on to row 23. This is the last row for the legs, body, and head. So I'm really happy about that. I don't want this to be any more than it has to be, because I'm just thinking about how the heck am I going to close this up with all that stuffing, or put the stuffing. Closing up is easy. Stuffing, that's a little difficult. So row 23, it looks like we're going to have our 12 stitches minus 6. So it's going to be 6 stitches at the end of it. And it looks like every stitch we are decreasing. So that's going to be fun. When you decrease, and I do it, you could probably see it when I was doing it. It's hard to keep the stitch tight. So just be aware of that. Try to keep it tight if you can. I can't. My fingers are too big. Alright, so let's decrease into the first stitch, yarn over, pull up, into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. I'm going to do it again. Stitch, pull up, next stitch, pull up, yarn over, draw through 3 loops. Again, put into the stitch, pull up a loop, into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, draw through all 3 loops. And again, into the stitch, pull up a loop, into the next stitch, pull up another loop, and then yarn over and draw through all 3 loops. Right? One last time? No, second to last time. Into the next stitch, pull up a loop, into the next stitch after that, pull up another loop, yarn over, and draw through all 3 loops. Now last time, stick through the next stitch, pull up a loop, stick the needle in the next stitch after that, yarn over, pull up a loop, then yarn over and draw through all 3 loops. Pull out the marker. So now we should have 6 stitches, and we're going to do a slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yarn over, pull through all loops. Now I'm just going, knowing that we have to seal the head off, I'm gonna leave some excess and cut this off. So we're gonna yarn over, pull up a loop all the way out, tighten it up, and we have our body of a rabbit, or I mean mouse, sorry. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the arm, and it looks like it's fairly simple, 6 stitches all the way through. I like to see that, but on the 4th row I'm gonna switch colors, so we have to deal with that stuff. So let's yarn over twice again. We're on our last of it. So excited. I like the finished look. You know, sometimes these things can get repetitive. So, oh, let me show this in slow-mo just in case. Yeah, some of these things get repetitive. It's nice to just see it done already. Okay, so I did show this in my part 1, but if you have not seen that, you want to yarn over your finger twice. Have enough excess here so that you can close it off on your middle finger, and then you're going to want to stick the needle in under these 3 and then hook that 3rd piece there, slip it under the 2 loops. Then we're going to yarn over and slip that through this loop. And so now we're ready to go. We're going to do 6. So this is going to be even tinier than what we've been doing. So that part I'm not too happy about, but it has to be done. So chain 1. Okay, then we're going to do 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, before we slip knot this, close this little hole we've got, we have to shimmy the stitches around this excess yarn. Don't pull too hard. If it doesn't want to go, it doesn't want to go. We'll just hide it another way. But keep pulling, pulling, pulling until you can't pull anymore. Okay. So this is as good as I'm going to get it. We're going to count 6 stitches from the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to do a slip stitch. Okay. I'm going to yarn over, pull through the loops, and we've created our little ring. So again, you guys, for the next rows, I'm going to try to tuck this guy in. This is a long piece, which is why I'm not too excited about how they start off each one, because some of these pieces don't need this much. You know, I get why they do it so we can make a nice tight close, but it does waste a lot. Oh, before I do that, let's mark off where we left off. And then you guys, I already did an arm and an ear off camera, so I'm going to show you how to do the arm and the ear, but I'm only going to do one of them because I already did the other one off camera. Okay, so now that we have this, let's chain 1 and let's do our single crochet. And again, I'm going to tuck in this excess piece, stick it through the stitch, one, two, three, four, five, six, remove the marker, okay, let's count 6 stitches and slip knot this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is getting so tiny, you guys. And I'm doing the stitches so tight that I'm having a hard time working with this tiny piece. Okay, now I'm going to mark off where we put our last stitch. Okay, then we're going to do our last row of white. So remember guys, stop at the last stitch because that's where we're going to attach the pink like we did in the body. So we're going to chain 1. And then we are going to do 6 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then let's hold off on the 6th one. Pull this out a little bit, get yourself some slack, remove the needle. I'm going to get into our Yikes pink that we have left here. And this is where how I do this is going to help you. So ring finger, pinky, thumbnail, hold it like this at the end. Middle finger, index, hold it like an inch away from the end. Place your needle perpendicular to the yarn. You want to dip down and around. Okay. Then we're going to pinch where it crosses here. Pinch that so that you can yarn over and pull a loop. Now you want to get this knot, you want to slide it down to close to the end of the yarn here. And like I said, this is where it's going to help you because don't lose it. I think either I lost it or I almost lost it. Okay, I lost it. Yeah, when you pull it too far, it kind of becomes undone. Let's do this again for me. Okay. Yeah, so this is going to help you because the less yarn you waste, the better. Because in case we just barely make it with this pink. Okay. Let's try this again. Pinch the end so you don't lose it. And then just pull this knot tight, tight, tight towards the end until you can't do it anymore. Just to make sure you can pull the end too to make sure it's tight. Then we're going to grab this knot and we're going to slide it up the yarn close to the needle. Not too close. Okay. So we have our little chain there. We're going to remove this. Don't lose it. And then we're going to go back into our little piece here, our super tiny piece that I'm okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to stick the needle into the 6th stitch, right? We're going to yarn over. we're going to pull out this marker. Now, before we yarn over again, I'm going to put this on, the pink on here, and then I'm going to yarn over the white. And now holding them together, I'm going to draw the pink and the white through both loops. And then I'm going to cut this little guy off. You don't need much, so let's cut it around here. Okay. And then just to make sure that it's on there and not going anywhere, you can take the white and just do 2 simple knots around the pink. Okay. And now we're going to mark up where we did our last stitch, because for rows 4, 5, and 6 we're going to do pink, and then we're done with this arm. Let's do this. Now we're going to continue doing 6 single crochets. Hopefully the pink lasts. If not, you're going to have to get some pink and tie it together to continue. Chain 1. Now we're going to do 6. I'm going to try tucking in this excess. It probably won't fit. I'll just figure it out. Okay. So 1. Oh, I can tuck it in all together then. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Remove the marker. Count 6 and slip knot it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm just going to chain 1 because I can't see what I'm doing here. And then we're going to mark this off. All right, 1 row down. 2 more to go, and we have a little pink left. And as a beginner, guys, you either do it too tight or too loose. So I say if you haven't purchased this and you were thinking about it, think ahead to getting some extra pink, some extra white. Anytime you get these crafter square things, I mean, it's a good thing because then you can save the instructions, and then you can always make a couple more of these. I mean, not a couple more. You can make as many as you want. You just have to sew on the eyeballs if you use up the beady eyes, which you will, because there's only a set for 1 mouse. Okay, so now we're going to do 6 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, remove the marker, I'm going to count back 6 and slip stitch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's chain 1, the last one, you guys, for this arm here. So excited. I think I'm gonna make it. Look how much pink I have left. I always find this amazing sometimes. So I don't know. Crocheting is such a great way to calm yourself. I've read articles that it's good if you are concerned about memory loss and motor skills as you get older. I guess that's why they have that stereotype with the elderly crocheting and knitting more. I mean, there is no age bracket to be in to do this normally. Like, just do it whenever you want to do it. I was in elementary school, so, you know, break that mold. But I always have a good time crocheting. I get my thoughts out. I always remember my aunt when I'm crocheting and knitting. I think I taught myself to knit though. Yeah, I think she just taught me how to crochet, and then I taught myself knitting. But you know, nice memories. I remember the first thing I ever made, it was supposed to be a straight row of fabric, like a runner, like a very small one, and it ended up looking like a skirt because I kept on like increasing the stitches, not knowing that I was increasing the stitches, and the issue was at the end of the row. And like I said, when you're a beginner, you definitely need to mark it off, because then you know what was your last stitch. I wasn't marking off, so I always would make like 1 or 2 extra stitches at the end, and it would curl up the row that I was doing, and so it ended up looking like a skirt. So I thought that was funny. I think I ended up making that for a doll. It was just supposed to be a flat thing, and it ended up being a skirt. Okay, so I just made it, you guys. Look at this. Remove the marker. Let's count back 6 and slip knot this. See, I didn't even count. I was just relying on that marker. Let's see if that works, because it should. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure enough. Always use that marker. Oops. Hold on. You always want to have your yarn towards the back. Like I said in the first video, always have your yarn in the back unless it tells you to put it in the front. So I'm moving this to the back, and then I'm going to do a slip stitch. Slip through all loops, and then we're going to finish this off by yarning over and pulling through the whole thing. And I don't need to cut it because we have no pink left. This is very amazing that I was able to make it. I wasn't sure, but 100% my stitches are tighter here. So I told you guys that I did already make I made the other arm off camera. So this is what I tell you when you want to try to make all your stitches uniform. This arm is definitely shorter than this arm. It has the same number of rows. It's just this one is super tight in stitches, and this one's not. But we have this. So we have our body, we have our arms. Let's move on to the ear, our last piece. I have plenty of yarn here, I'm hoping. So, so I think we're going to be okay. So we have first row starting with 6 as every other step here that we started off. So we're going to start off how they want us to, yarn it over twice. Have that little excess here. Pinch that end, don't let it go. Put the needle through all these loops. You're going to pull that third one through 2 of the loops. Going to yarn over and then pull that through the loop. And we have our beginning. So now we can remove this off of our finger and we can do our 6 single crochet stitches right after we do a chain, like the instructions said, and we're going to do 6 single crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And before I close this, slip knot this, I'm going to, I almost lost the end here. Pull the end, get those stitches nice and tight in there, play around with it, try to get all that. Looks like it's not, and that's okay. We can tuck it away and hide it. Alright, so we're going to count 6 stitches back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stick your needle into the 6th stitch, and then we're going to slip knot this. And we have the beginning row of our ear. So for the second row, we're going to do 6 stitches, increase by 2. And just to see where they want us to increase, 1, 2, 3, increase, 1, 2, 3, increase. So we're going to do that when I come back. Okay. So let's mark off where we put our last stitch. I almost forgot about that. It's so tiny I can't see anything. Okay. Here we are. Okay. So we're going to do the 6 stitches plus 2, and we're going to do it on the 3rd stitch. So we're going to, and I'm going to tuck this excess piece as well. So we're going to chain 1, and then we're going to crochet 3. One, 2, 3, and then increase into the same stitch, and then again 3 stitches, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to increase into the same stitch. Let's remove the marker here. so now we should have 8. I'm going to count 8 stitches, and then I'm going to slip stitch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, draw through all loops. And we're going to chain 1. And then we're going to mark off where I put the last stitch. Almost the end of the road. Again, you guys, I did the ear off, the second ear off film, so I'm only showing you one. Okay. Now for the third row, we have to do 8 stitches plus 1, and we're going to increase at the last stitch. So let's do 8 single crochet stitches. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, remove the marker. Okay, then we're going to increase into the same stitch. 9. And then we're going to count 9 back and slip stitch it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So again, you guys, you want to put the prettier side outside, because it's going to curl in on you. If you don't know what that is, just go back to my first video. Yarn over, draw through all loops. And since we're done with this, and I am going to attach it, I need some yarn here. I'm going to cut this up, yarn over, pull it through the loop all the way, and tighten this up. And we have our ear. So again, you guys, I went ahead and I did the other ear, and for certain, this ear is bigger than the other one. Oh man, I mean, you know, I can see it. I think you guys can see it as well, how much bigger that is. But that's also the thing, to save filming time, because these videos are long. I try to do some of this, the ones that you have to make 2 of, off film, so I don't waste that time, but it'd been a while since I had done that, so you kind of lose sight of where you were with it. But we have our 2 ears, our 2 arms, and we have our body. Now join me again in part 3 of this video series. We're going to stuff the body, stuff the arms, stuff the ears, and we're going to sew it all together, put on a face here, not in that order, but we're going to do all that, and we're going to complete this mouse. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. This is IsmsbyJosie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks. Bye.